it's Gameface here and welcome back to a shorter second video of the day, and today we're going to be basically deciding what career mode team we bring out next. And so we're going to be basically voting on which team you guys would like to see alongside the Manchester City career mode, which will be continuing obviously from where we currently are. Now we will be finishing off the Leeds career mode, we will be getting to the end of the season and then we'll end things there. I think that's the way I'm going to do it anyway. I haven't 100% decided yet, but something we are going to do is start a new career mode. I've got some suggestions based from the ones that you guys left in the video that I obviously made yesterday, and basically from those we are going to vote. So there's 6 teams to choose from. You can click the icon in the top right hand corner to vote for them. We're going to quickly go through them as well on the screen so you guys can see them. And yeah, let's first of all start with the first team. Now the first team that you can vote for is Monaco. Now I did a career mode with them last year, wasn't quite as successful as I hoped it to be, because we didn't manage to win everything I was hoping to obviously win. I don't think we managed to win the league in the end. I think we sort of had a fairly sort of frustrating season, I think, with them, despite having obviously Mbappe. They obviously lost a few players in real life as well in their team, but they have certainly signed a lot of really good young talent as well. So it will be an interesting career mode. It was one of the suggestions that I saw heavily in the comments. If you guys would like to see that, then let me know by voting in the top right hand corner in that poll. But yeah, certainly one of the teams that could very much happen to be playing and managing with. So they got £30.8 million. We might well do a 60% increase for some of these teams. It has to sort of depend really on what their budget is, but Monaco would certainly be an interesting one. Plenty of young talent on there, which would be great to develop, as well as quite a fresh new team as well from the signings that they've made recently. Another team that's heavily suggested was Leipzig. That was quite a popular one in the comments section of yesterday's video. So another potential one. They got about £46 million to spend. Again, we could put the extra 60% budget increase if we wanted to, but another team you can vote for if you choose to. Obviously in the German league, quite a lot of competition between Dortmund and obviously Bayern Munich, and Leipzig will be a good team to sort of try and bring up and hopefully try and develop and bring in obviously more players to add to the current squad of talent that they have. So it will be a very interesting one. This one, obviously German league is usually quite competitive in the sort of teams that they have. Dortmund and Bayern, it's usually between those two teams, as well as obviously the other sides as well. They do have a good load of teams actually, just the German league. So it will be a very competitive one actually. We'd certainly be competing not just with Bayern and Dortmund, but also the other teams in and around them. So yeah, definitely one with potential. And speaking of German teams and Dortmund is another one which you can vote for if you want to in the poll above. As you can see here, they got £47 million, so slightly more than Leipzig, but not by too much. And again, another thing I've done recently in the last couple of years, did them last season as well, and I think it was pretty successful, that one. So let me know your thoughts again in the comments section below, but mainly by voting in that poll. That's where I want to see you guys really vote and determine what team I decide to play with as our next career mode alongside the Manchester City career mode. Dortmund being another team, again, you can see the different board expectations there, quite a lot of critical ones and high ones. So it could be quite a challenging one for us, but obviously we do have to compete with Bayern Munich, which will be a little bit tricky, of course. They're obviously the dominating team primarily in the Bundesliga. We do certainly have a lot of quality in that Dortmund side, regardless. And then to finish off, you have the choice between 2 Italian teams. The first one, AC Milan. Now, obviously they made a lot of new signings, spent a lot of money in the summer, so it'll be interesting to play with their team. You can see they've got £65.6 million to spend, quite a big budget to say the least, and they are certainly trying to build themselves back up again. Obviously they've dropped further down the league table in the last few seasons, and just recently they've started to get back up again, obviously by spending plenty of money and trying to bring in new fresh talent. And so that'll be an interesting career mode. If you guys want to see that, again, vote in the poll for Milan, and that could be a different option for us there in the Italian league. I'd usually do a Juventus one. I've decided not to do that yet anyway. I've done like Juventus in the last 3 seasons, I think, but decided not to do it this career mode, and I am focusing on a couple of different Italian teams which could be interesting, Milan being one of them, and the other one being Napoli as well. Again, this is the 5th team that you can vote for out of the 6 if you choose to. Obviously, you know, budget of £35.7 million, pretty decent budget, and again, some critical and high expectations from the board there. Napoli will be an interesting team, obviously doing very well in real life right now. Had a good couple of games against Manchester City in the Champions League. Obviously, Insigne, Mertens, those sort of players were in particular really, really good to watch. So it'll be interesting to see how we could get on against Napoli. Obviously, very competitive league with AC Milan, Juventus, amongst other teams as well, Inter Milan, to compete with. So it'll be very curious to see how we get on, not just in the domestic success, but also actually in European football as well. So could be an interesting one. Again, you can vote for them in the top right hand corner. And finally, one that's a little bit left field, a Celtic career mode is the final option that you can choose for if you want to. A budget of £11 million. So this will be a little bit different. It wouldn't actually be in the Scottish division. We'd put them either in the Championship or the Premier League. That would still be to be determined basically, but we'd put them into one of those leagues as opposed to having them in the Scottish League. Again, like I say, it's a little bit left field, a little bit different, and again, just curious to see what you guys think and say in the poll. I should make it clear that just because a team wins in the poll doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be choosing that team. If it's very, very close, then I'll probably decide between a couple of teams, and so basically down to, you know, what I think, but I'll certainly be using the votes as kind of an idea of what you guys would like to see as well. So let me know in the votes in the top right hand corner. Just click that little icon there, the little eye icon, and you can vote there. Really simple, really quick and easy as well. But Celtic is the final team that you can vote for if you choose to. Again, they would be in the Championship, in the English divisions, or they would be in the Premier League, depending on what you guys would like to see. But yeah, certainly would be very curious to see how that would get on, to be honest. A budget of £11 million. We'd probably put the 60% budget increase on that if we were to be in the Premier League, just to try and help us compete a little bit more. But again, curious to see what you guys think. That is everything for this very quick second video of the day. Don't forget there was a video uploaded just an hour ago. That was an experiment video with Liverpool, and I'll be curious again to hear what you guys thought of that by heading over to that video as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Manchester City Road video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.